Hey, this is JAY-HENDO. And when you tune into the podcast, Keeping It Real with JAY-HENDO, presented by CedItUp Productions, you're going to get a therapy. The topics we talk about is the things that you go through in life. We all go through different things. You get the comment, and no one is going to judge you based on the comments you make. It's a no judge zone. So when you get a chance, tune into the podcast. It's more than a podcast, it's a movement. So you'll catch us in different cities, giving back to communities, giving away t-shirts, giving away whatever needs to be done. But when you get a chance, tune into this podcast. CedItUp Productions presents Keeping It Real with JAY-HENDO. Yo, what's up, folks? Hey, we got
He
a
was
dope show
fired just
tonight.
3 weeks
Got a
before he
special
was set
guest.
to retire.
I don't know what's that in the background he got going on. What the hell is going on? But hey, we gonna bring on the people who be rocking with me. Bring my brother on. Bring Ashley on. What's up, y'all?
We're coming up.
Hey.
What's going on with y'all today? Hey, I was supposed to introduce her last, man. Your ass is fired.
Dude, I tell you what, you late. You getting docked by all of us.
Hey, man, I'm living up to the stereotype.
Yeah.
DPT.
Well, hey, we got a dope show tonight, man. Introducing Yee from the Just Yee Show. What's up, girl? How you doing?
What's up, you guys? Thank you guys for having me on. I'm excited.
Hey,
No doubt.
Hey, I did a show with her before. The show was dope. Y'all got to go back and check that out on JAY-HENDO show. Hey, we we talk about some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, that was crazy. But hey, what we got on tap tonight for the topics? Or Ashley, let it be. I know you did your homework, right? You got the
I
topics.
did do my homework.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're on your stuff. What we got?
I am for the most part. So the very first one, so we're going to talk about the DoorDash lady. Her name is Mackenzie. This happened back on October 12th of 2025. Her only income is doing DoorDash. That's what she does for a career, for money. And she was making delivery to a customer. The customer's instructions said, leave the meal, like leave my food at the door. And she took a video of the customer. He was exposed from the waist down. Pants and drawers were down to his ankles, laying on the couch, passed out. She took a video of his door being wide open, exposed him, put him on the internet, reported it to DoorDash, said that she was SA'd. First of all, sweetheart, apparently you don't know what SA means. Just so anybody out there that doesn't know what SA is, it's a sexual assault. So, was she sexually assaulted? No, she was not. Maybe indecently exposed, but
Sure.
maybe harassed, but not assaulted. So she got banned from DoorDash. The customer apparently has DoorDash footage. He did post it, took it down because he's using it for court. Good for him. Because he definitely, his life is ruined right now. And Sed's got the video.
Yeah, let's see if we could bring it up. Let me do it right now. Let's see something. Hold on 1 second. And we're right here.
Want to believe this? Here's the update. He's got door cam footage, and he is pressing charges, rightfully so. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this lady recently went viral because she is crashing out all over social media because DoorDash let her go after she reported a case of SA while she was on the job and would not explain why. Not only that, she keeps getting strikes on all of her social media accounts, and she just doesn't understand why. She was instructed to take the man's food and leave it on the front porch. Instead, she decided to open a door that was closed. There's door cam footage now that reveals that. She peeks inside, way inside, and she sees a man asleep on his couch. Apparently, he had too much to drink and fell asleep drunk on the couch with his pants down before his food even got there. She then decides to take out her phone and record the man indecent on his couch inside of his own home. So she's got this footage of this innocent man laying on his couch inside of his own home, indecent. She decides to post it on all of her social media platforms. Then she posts that man's name and address all over social media. She doxed him. TikTok keeps taking her videos down because you're not supposed to post people like that online. She is crashing out because she thinks she should be allowed to tell her story and show that man exposed all over her social media platforms. That man had a door cam. He has footage of her opening the door that was closed but not locked and letting herself into his apartment. That video was put up and quickly taken down because he is pressing charges and he can't post that kind of evidence online. So we're going to see how this unfolds in the next coming months because we're not letting this story go. She's trying to to ruin that man's life for no reason. Y'all, there's been an update, and you're not
Okay.
going to believe this. Here's the
So what do you guys think about that? Was she essayed?
Yeah.
Man, that's the most weirdest. Man, I don't even have nothing to say, man. I don't understand what people motives are, or like somebody else take it. I just
Well, let our special guest let us go first. Let her go first. You go on first and explain what she think about it.
Yeah, she had no business in that man's house. I wouldn't even consider it being, being exposed, indecent exposure, because there was instructions to leave the food at the door. Why did you go inside? And essayed, I'd understand if, there was a vibe, there was words exchanged, something. That man was passed out, more likely drunk, but hey, that's his business. The instructions were to leave it at the door. So there wasn't even indecent exposure, in my opinion, because he's in his own house. What do you guys think about that?
he definitely he's in his own house. Like if you pass out, you naked in your own house or whatever it may be. Like you're in your own house where you pay bills. So
Right.
it's never decent exposure unless you're out in public and you're
Right.
doing something. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in your own house, can nobody tell you if you fucking want to walk around your house naked with your windows up and round and that's how you want to do? That's what you do. If people
Right.
got an issue with it, then they can just not fucking walk past your house or just not look in your house or whatever. It's your house. You pay your bills. What's the issue here?
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
he's suing her, which he should. I mean, it's defamation of
I
his
agree.
character. You exposed his body, his name, his address,
Yeah.
and you're sitting here playing victim because you lost your job. I'm confused at that point. Like, you wanted your 5 seconds of fame. You
Right.
reported it at DoorDash saying you were SA'd. You're upset that the police aren't doing anything. Well, why should they do something?
Yeah,
Right.
I think he didn't say anything to her. So how was it a sexual assault?
Right. That's what I'm saying. If it would have been like, hey, look at me, then
Right.
it would have been like, yo, hold on, you got to draw boundaries. Like, I'm delivering your food, sir. But there was nothing said. He was passed out.
You're in your house, you ain't gotta draw boundaries. You can say, "Hey, girl, I know you want this."
No, the thing is, what he didn't say anything to her, and then she instantly pulled out a phone. Pulled out the
Right.
phone and was videotaping him. You wasn't in no type of threat. He wasn't threatening you. You wasn't in no type of danger.
Right.
So how'd you try to get?
I
How,
agree with Ashley. It was like that viral moment. It's like nowadays everybody wants to just post shit to post. It's
yeah,
like like you said, there was no threat. So what's up? Like, you
yeah,
should have mind your damn business, followed instructions, and got out of there.
yeah.
What's the whole, like, I don't get it. She deserved to get, fired from DoorDash, and yeah, he should go after everything, which I highly doubt she has much, but I mean,
She's DoorDash.
you ruin this man's life. He's viral on
For not
on the
doing
internet.
anything, for laying,
Not
for
doing
sleeping
anything.
half naked, crazy
Right.
in his house, crazy.
Man, what do we got next besides that psychodrama? Just want to take a picture and flip out. She see she
Look,
like
I mean,
she like
that's today's world, though. Like, that's today's world. Everybody wants their 5 seconds of fame.
But
You know,
what
that's like
sucks is that if it would have went in her favor, that man's whole life would have been to shit, all because what, you felt essayed? Like, no. There's real victims out there. And then there's this fucking girl just playing victim,
Yeah.
literally, because you were not essayed in no capacity. There was no exchange of anything.
she
Right.
was closer to the weapon. She got close to the weapon and took pictures.
She might have been, in shock, like, oh shit, like, but in no way was it a threat. You might have been a little thrown off, but that's when you turn around and
Right.
you
Don't
go
pull
about
out your
your
right.
business.
You don't pull out your phone because dude could have been like, he could have been injured or anything. You know what I'm saying? So you just taking a picture of him naked. He could have been assaulted by somebody and left.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my thought too. It's like, we got to show people grace. You don't know what they're going through. What if he was the victim
Yeah.
and she walked in on it and just made a whole fucking viral moment out of nothing?
Nothing.
right. But that's the issue with today's world. Like, there's people in the gym, taking videos and pictures of other, people working out, and they're like, damn, like she shouldn't be wearing that, or damn, like he shouldn't be or what the hell are you doing? Why can't you just keep your eyes to yourself? Keep your, like, you don't have to video record everything, and nonetheless, like I didn't give you permission to videotape me, anyways.
Right.
So that's another violation right there.
Yeah, because it wasn't on. He was on his property or whatever. So you can't say, well, this is not private property. You in public. He
Right.
was at home.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So moving on, we've got the Brandy Monica tour. Poor Brandy. What do you guys think about that?
we always got to go to our special guest. Let's go. Hey, JAY-HENDO, let's go to the special guest because I just want to see her whole vibe or whatever. What's going on?
I would have been pissed off if I'm spending all that money and I don't get the song that I'm there for. You know what I mean? Like, and give an explanation. Say something. They swept it under the rug until I think the following day or something, and then kind of brushed it off as a medical emergency because I know behind the scenes we were talking about, like, their contracts and whatnot. So to protect her ass, she just went with a medical emergency. But I would have been pissed because I'm not spending all that money for nothing. Somebody's
Right.
giving me my money back.
Yeah, because it was two. I heard two different stories. First, they said it was a sound issue.
I heard that.
So she walked off stage, and it showed that she walked off stage and she went to the sound booth or whatever.
Right.
Then they said that after the show she went to the hospital or whatever. But
Now
like I
here's
said,
the thing. Did you see that big ass jacket on her? Like
yeah,
like there was no reason why she needed to be wearing that. Like your performance didn't need all that. So it's like if you were feeling that hot, take a couple layers off.
yeah. I think, like I said, because I book artists or whatever to do shows, and I know that's in that contract. If it's a medical reason, that's the protection. That's the net that she could fall in. So to make it look like it was a medical, she had to go to the doctor. So like I got a doctor statement, like she in school or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that protects her. But for me, if I'm going to a show and the name of the whole tour is what? The boy
is mine.
And they don't sing that song?
Right.
First of all, Brandy ain't got no hits anyway, so she ain't all that. I don't know why she got a damn tour the boys' mind, because after that song,
She got hits, dog. She got hits. She got hits.
No, she don't. Brandy is not that damn talented to me. Overrated. So, she got the nerve to walk off a damn stage like she's a hit. She ain't got.
That's why she needed to break the internet a little bit, do something.
That's some controversy because she ain't got that many hits. She got hits with other people like Boys to Men and with Monica, but like she got a few songs, but she don't have a catalog where you can listen to a Brandy album straight through like a Mary J. Blige. She doesn't have that.
Well, I won't bow. I mean, but she had a few hits, like you said. But who don't have a hits with somebody else? I mean, everybody got hits. Everybody got cameos on the album.
Donna said a lot. Brandy is cold. Brandy is cold because of the weather. She is not cold because of talent. She doesn't have that many hits. Like Mary J. Blige, what's that song with My Life? That album, Mary J. Blige and 411, you can listen to it straight through. Brandy doesn't have an album you can listen straight through. You'll be skipping over songs or whatever. So what album Donna does she have? Because I don't know what album you're talking about. Donna does. What album?
I won't buy an album, but I won't say she's not good. I think she's okay, but I won't buy her music is not for me. Put it like that. I ain't gonna say she's not. She don't have a good album.
The dark skinned Asian is not that talented.
Wow.
Hey, hate me. It's true.
Well, I don't. But the whole thing, like I said, she had a safety net by going to the doctor because at first, like I said, when she got off the stage, she went straight to the sound people or whatever. But like I was telling you, Ashley, Michael Jackson do a show in front of millions of people or thousands of people overseas, and he had an incident that a sound guy supposed to have cut his music. And he kept on going. The sound got the music kept on going, and he kept on telling the dude, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" If he did what Brandy did, you know how many people would have been upset at Michael Jackson for doing that?
Yeah, a lot of support, a lot of fans. So yeah, people would have been quite pissed. Yeah.
Yeah. spending that money. You know what I'm saying? So, but then she came back and said she apologized, but apologize don't give them people what they came for.
Right, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask Donna. She's watching, right? You know, you got people that come in towns, right? And y'all do buy tickets, right? You got Mary J, you got maybe Jay Z, you got Bad Bunny, all these artists, right? Donna, if Brandy came to Chicago, matter of fact, did you buy a ticket to the show to this Brandy come to Chicago? I'm pretty sure you didn't. But and would you go? I wouldn't go to it. I wouldn't even waste my time going to a damn Brandy concert. For what? I'm not
See,
about to waste my time.
I wouldn't go if it was just Brandy, honestly. If I was gonna buy it, it would have been for Monica. I didn't do it either way, but if it would have been, it would have been for Monica.
Well,
But
Monica,
people knew they got together because they knew the drama from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody they knew ticket was gonna sell because of that alone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they started off in Chicago with a controversy issue. You know what I'm saying? So
I wouldn't even tune in to Brandy if she was on YouTube for free.
man, Ray J go kick your ass.
Oh, Ray J, oh, the one that like take shower with dudes. You know, he what's the internet guy that he asked to take a shower? Let's take a shower. What's do y'all know the guy name? Dreads?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he asked
I
him.
saw it.
Yeah, he said,
Who is it?
I forgot what's his name.
I
Anybody know?
forgot.
Man, I forgot his
I
name.
forgot his name, but I could Google right now. Ray J asked man to take showers.
I saw it too. I saw it.
He's like, let's take a shower. And it's like so weird. Like, I'm not scared of Ray J. You ask another man to take a shower. Like, get the hell out of here, Ray J. Like, what are you gonna do to me? Oh, big dog, let's take a shower. Pause. Pause. No Diddy. It's
Not like I said, I like Brandy. She all right. Like I said, I'm not like I said. She don't. I like her acting more than I like her music. You know what I'm saying? As far as on the Brandy show, whatever. What was that?
The
Uh,
Moesha.
Moesha.
Moesha. Yeah, it was cool.
Wait, how
That was
Donna gonna say she didn't go because she don't like Monica? Oh man, you don't like Monica. I got Monica over Brandy all day.
Donna. We're gonna talk about this. Like, you don't like Monica. We need to talk about this.
Yeah. We
So
talk,
she didn't go because she don't like Monica.
she said she don't like Monica. The girl she don't like Monica.
That's crazy.
Man, we got whatever. I can't believe this. How dare thee?
You
I
learn
just,
something new every day,
I
Donna.
just said I just didn't go. I just didn't want to go.
Nah,
I won't be entertained. Put it like that. I don't think it was like if I went to go see like if it's Chris Brown or Usher or whatever. I know it'll be entertained. Those two don't entertain me by dancing nor singing. So I won't spend money like that to go see that.
Yeah, I
who
agree.
from this show live though? Bruno Mars. Bruno
Oh,
Mars.
he's
I think his music, he's a beast. He reminds if you go see him his show, he reminds you he's not Michael Jackson, but he's very entertaining though. Very, very entertaining. He got some music. Bruno Mars cars will get wild and yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna watch Brandy and Monica perform. They don't excite me. They don't excite me performing wise. You know.
I mean, they give you the best 15 minutes of your life because that's about it. After a few songs, they don't dance.
15
So it's like,
minutes.
yeah, all I need is 15. Not that type of 15 minutes.
Donna said she said what she said, and you didn't say
With the
much because
clap
if you
too.
had
She said what she said.
what. Okay, what we got next? I mean, we just was gonna breathe through that one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was gonna
Because
be easy breezy. All right. So AI is crazy. Do y'all think that AI is getting out of hand? If you do, why?
Man, go ahead, Yee. Go ahead with it.
Yeah, it's become too much, man. They got, videos of Tupac and Michael Jackson, and it's like, come on, don't disrespect the dead and the fucking legends, right?
mm,
But it's too much. I feel like it's cartoony, like it's weird. Like I can't fuck with it like that. Certain things are cool, like okay, you could post certain things, but I feel like people are just really utilizing it, like for real, and it's just weird. Um, I know Timberland even created like a AI artist now. So that's just like, wow, like that's a whole different world.
mm,
Think about what they're doing with AI. They're gonna use AI, like you just said. Timberland got the AI artists, right? They're trying to get like rid of things, and instead of trying to get rid of people and bring people back. And dude, it's just so like crazy. You can create an AI of like a lady you date. It's just technology is getting too unreal for me. And I think the AI thing is like you say, it's quite disrespectful for people that's dead, like Tupac. I don't like looking at videos with MLK talking with this AI. I don't like the Tupac. I don't like the Michael Jackson. I don't like none of that because it's just so unreal. Just like respect the people. Let them rest in peace. Don't create these things to create a buzz. But now with AI, they can create an AI like of me saying some racial terms and not even come out my mouth. So that's how it's gonna be. And
What's
now, what's real?
Well, no, and I get this a lot, and it's crazy because I'm like, I'm not even trying to be big headed, but I really do. And Jay, you said this, like, are you AI? Because I get it a lot, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, is this where we're at right now, where everyone thinks like, And then I'm like, I don't got shit to prove to nobody. That's my line. I'm like, I'm real. Like, what are you talking about? But it's kind of annoying that I gotta compete with fucking AI right about now.
Yeah, I think my thing is with the whole AI thing is as soon as you get over something like somebody's passing, then somebody do that. It's like when they put Kobe Bryant and his daughter in a helicopter. That was like poor taste right there. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
So that's when I think is going too far. Having Malcolm, not Malcolm X, Martin Luther King doing what he doing with gold chains and all that stuff. What they not in the character, they doing stuff that you won't see them doing back then. You know what I'm saying? It's like because I'd be damn if somebody was to do that. Even if somebody in my family was to make my grandmother come back at AI, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm just gonna be mad. I'm gonna be
I
mad
heard
because
that I heard that like Dr. King's family and certain people have put a block to the whole AI thing now, so
yeah,
they're
the
not
daughter.
gonna be able to use it or something like that.
But people go find ways to do it anyway. They go find a way. I mean, because they know they. You don't. It's kind of hard to find out what's real on social media now. You know what I'm saying? You see anything, you see raccoons eating that hot chip or whatever. Like, is that real? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's real. But the whole AI thing went back to like Max Headroom. You know what I'm saying? Max Headroom back in the day, like that thing that looked. I'm showing my age right now. I'm showing my age right now.
Back. Who Max? Who?
Max Headroom. It was a character. It was like an AI character, or whatever. It's like in the I think late '80s, early '90s, or whatever. I gotta bring it up because y'all making me look like I'm like don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I say actually, I'm looking like I don't know who Max.
Man,
Max.
if I post it up there, you'll say you like, oh him, yeah. Hold
You
on,
have to send it to us after the show.
yeah, I do that.
My bad, you guys. I was dying. My battery was dying.
So you are AI.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
Oh,
damn.
the truth's coming out. Like, who
Right.
are
The truth
you?
came out.
She just said her battery's dying.
I just saw somebody change. Like,
Right.
Uh,
Right.
You see her like how her eyes got wider? She's like, oh my God. No, I'm
Right.
kidding. All
I had
charged
to
up
put
now.
the laptop. All right. I'm back. My bad, y'all.
You're
no,
good.
I
but
did.
I just think it's going too far. I mean, some people probably is cool with it, but for me, I think Ashley, you were stating that how your stuff, how things were set up, you'll be okay with it if what you could explain that.
Okay, so like for me, so I don't have my parents. I lost my mom in 2019, lost my dad in 2020, 2022. So I was sharing what said backstage, like if I had a child, I don't have they're not gonna have their grandparents, but it would be dope to like have the grandparents like as an angel over them like in a picture. And so my brother's mother-in-law actually did that for him for a picture, and it was so sweet because it was basically my dad as an angel over my niece in the picture, or holding my niece. I can't remember, but it was a really sweet picture, and I understand their heart for that. And I understand that people are not going to like that. But when you have that relationship with a certain person, like that's a good like memory piece to have. So that's like where I'm okay with it. But dealing with celebrities and stuff like that, no, that's definitely going way too far.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hold on.
And then the other thing too is like AI in the adult industry.
What you mean adult industry? Be specific.
Corn, but replace the
What,
C with
say
P.
porn. It's a podcast. Say
I don't
porn.
want us to get, like, hey,
We're not going to get kicked off for you saying porn. So say porn. God
hey,
dang. Don't be scared. It's porn. Other people, watch the people having sex. Porn. The adult industry. What the hell? Porn. What the hell?
look, everything's changing. I'm not on social media that much, so all I know is like people
If
feel
I can get
something.
past saying what I say, you can get past saying porn.
Okay, I'll say what I say. Damn.
I need you to
Watch your tone with me, first
warming
and
up,
foremost.
warming up in this podcast. The adult industry, the adult porn. Goddamn it, porn.
I can't
Wait,
stand you.
wait.
That's
So
brilliant.
y'all don't remember this right here? This Max Headroom guy.
I think I remember now. Yeah, I do remember now.
That's what I
That's
said.
before my time. I mean, I was born in the late 80s, but
You see that. There. You don't act like we that damn old. Like, come on, don't do it like that. Don't do it
you
like
are.
that. That awesome.
But anyway, so I watch Law and Order SVU, and I don't know how true this is, because it's Hollywood. But AI is AI. You could do whatever. You can tell AI. You could tell ChatGPT to do whatever, right? And then you have the Google Gemini stuff now, where people are, turning them into basically a model. Like if I wanted to be, if I wanted to look like Jennifer Lopez, I could turn myself, put my face on Jennifer Lopez's body. That's how AI is working. So in Law and Order SVU, they showed that, hey, like here's a picture of, let's just say, here's a picture of Jay. Now take his clothes off. And that's what they were doing.
Well, hold
And
on. Wait a
then,
example though. Like, you use me as just put me out. Use me as an example. What the? All right.
but in all seriousness, that's what they were doing. And then in this episode, the kids were doing it of a student, and then they were sharing it as if this student was selling her body. And she wasn't. And then they took her picture and put it with one of the teachers, and that wasn't even the case. So the teacher got fired because he was, a so-called possibly pedophile, but after doing the research, he was not. So AI can get people in trouble.
And AI can ruin the dating relationship. Imagine being on the dating app, a Bumble or something, and with AI, how people can lie, like both women and
It's
dudes.
all the time.
You can't even trust the dating app some more with AI. Imagine you think you're about to meet this girl, right? She is fly, got this personality, and then that's just her AI. When you see her in person, you be like, what the hell is going on?
I mean, is there? I mean, because I'm trying to figure out is because then you did they did the hologram with Tupac and all these other people that passed away. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff is like it was already there, but now they expanded it to be bigger than life now. You know what I'm saying? So if I wanted to do a movie and I added, let's say Eddie Murphy in it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a film director or whatever, that I can do that, would I get sued for that? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's what's going on now. Because you're giving access to a lot of things. Everybody using the AI voice and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So is there a point that they say, okay, you can't do that or you get sued? Is there anything like that out there that y'all heard of yet?
I think so. Wasn't it with Julia Roberts or something? And they stopped it because she's like, it's still my image. Like, what are you guys doing? It's still
Yeah.
me.
I think I started reading an article a couple weeks ago in regards to Julia Roberts, and I can't remember off the top of my head, honestly.
But I mean, on what grounds? On what grounds do you think it probably would be on? Of her trying to sue somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Because
It's kind of like, I don't want to say, like, I don't know, like identity theft, right? You're stealing who I am, like, and then you're making me say shit to your liking. And it's like certain things, like you said, like Martin Luther King wouldn't be caught back in the day with chains and certain
Yeah,
things. So it's like that's not his real image.
yeah.
So it's like, it just gets really messy.
It's almost like you could almost title it, or I guess it could fall under defamation of character.
Right, in a way, yeah.
But if I like, for instance, every actor does another plays a part. You know what I'm saying? Like Denzel could be uh Lonzo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if I make a character of Denzel Washington playing me as a thing, is that I ain't say his name was Denzel.
Right. And that's the fine line. You could probably get away with it because you could change names, right? Like
Yeah.
in writing a book too, I could say a whole story as long as I don't use your real information.
Right.
Because here's the
Pretty
thing,
much mimic to my liking.
and here's the thing, because if I make a character as Denzel, and I shouldn't say this, but if I make a character as Denzel, but I put a scar on his face, well, it's not Denzel. Denzel don't have a scar on his face, but the whole image is him. It's like it's ways to get around stuff.
Next.
Oh,
So
wait. Oh,
Huh?
I forgot. This is your show. Moving on.
I just said on. I thought you was about to go on to the next. I just said that, and you got good ears because I mumbled that and shit. So
I hear everything.
well, that's good. I know when I be talking to you, I like you don't hear me. I know you hear me then.
Because if you go, huh, you can hear.
Not
I
really.
mean, it was a good. I mean, I think it was a good topic. I mean, because people, it's everybody talking about this whole AI thing or whatever.
I wasn't against the topic. I just thought it was a big pause. I was telling her though on to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't a big pause,
It
but
was a
okay.
big pause. It was a big pause.
We're gonna go back and watch it. And we're gonna see who was right. It definitely was not a big pause, but
Definitely,
that's
you
okay. We're
definitely,
moving along because it is your show. We're moving
definitely,
along.
you're definitely not right, but go on.
We'll find out. Okay.
Ash, you know what? Before we go to the next topic, I think because it's real hot right now, topic right now, because the other two we have or other three we have right now is in a general topic. The whole betting thing right now that's going on right now in the sporting world right now. Do y'all want to talk about that now, or y'all don't want to touch it right now, or period?
I
We can talk
mean,
about it.
that whole betting thing is a distraction from the other things going on. I just think there's a whole bunch of BS to be honest with you. But that's you look at the what's that sports? I used to bet too, so I ain't from the front. But what's the one on some sports app? If you look like I
FanDuel.
FanDuel, like who run those things. So these athletes that's out here already millionaires, it's like betting on. First of all, let me hold on. Let's talk about this shit. I don't excuse my language. I lost some money. So I had this bet. It was a $5 bet. I was at work. I remember. I'm like, I forgot the player I had. He played for Cleveland. Power forward. I can't remember his name. He's at the free throw line, right? All he had to do was hit one free throw for a $5 bet. I won over thousands of dollars, right? So I'm at work. I'm getting out like, okay, I'm going to a call. I'm about to turn my phone off. I got this money, right? They replayed the damn foul and took his free throws away. You talking about pissed off? But then all y'all go to jail and prison because you hoes cost me a lot of money. I'm sorry. I gotta come out of my shell for a minute. I spend money for people like Chauncey Billups and what's the other dude from Miami?
Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier. You've been dragging games and playing with my money. I don't give a damn about no mobsters and everything. Y'all been playing my money. And I think they blunt the story to a distraction, but I personally been affected by this. I don't like none of y'all just being charged because you cost me money and go to hell.
Yeah, what you think? You heard about? I know you heard about it. What you think about what's going on?
I think it's messed up because it kind of messes with the integrity of sports, right? So it's like, hold on, was this all a lie from the beginning? Like, what are we doing here? Because if you could bet on yourself as a player, and you know that if you miss, like, it's just it gets real messy. But the integrity goes to shit. So it's like, okay, did you guys really win?
Wait, hold on. Yee, let me ask you something. If you playing ball and you got a little bet going on, you at the free throw line. Let me ask you this question. You at the free throw line, right? You got you got your thing is under 10 points, right? So you got 9 points. You at the free throw line. Shoot three free throws. You shot 3 point and got fouled. Now you got 5 billion. Let's be honest, like about $50,000, $100,000 on line. Are you gonna like try to make all three free throws and miss out on 100 grand?
See, that's the thing, though. It's like the integrity of the sport. That should have never even been in the
No, I'm
mix.
talking about you. You at the
Oh,
free throw line. Are you gonna try to
man,
hit?
I ain't
You,
missing.
you got 9 points. You got 9 points. You can't have no more than 10 points. You gotta have below 10 points. So that means you got three free throws, right? You got 9 points. You got to have under 10 points to win $100,000. Are you going to hit these 3 free throws?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
I'm not. I'm going to miss those son of a bitches.
Well,
They will give me $100,000
well,
and I'm going to disappear.
the difference is because you're talking about already millionaires right now. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm
So
saying if she's in that position, though, well, you
no,
go ahead.
but
Yeah,
it's
go
it's
ahead.
easy. But I'm saying if you she'll say, yeah, I'm gonna hit those free throws, I'm gonna miss those free throws to get the money because she ain't got like $40 million or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to put yourself in that situation when you're not in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
You got some guys that don't make that much money that was called too. I can't think of his name. That not even a millionaire, and he I don't know why he's dragging games off, but he got in and did some foolish things. But I don't like you said, bro. I don't get it. If you're a millionaire, you have that life. Why do you need to? But you know what? It's some stuff with the mob involved that they probably dragged. They probably made more millions though. It's probably more money that was promised because you think about everybody use FanDuel and bet. Ain't no like they get paid like a lot of money. So
Mhm.
think about you controlling, like for example, I read this before we got on the show. Um, it was one of Damon Jones. So when he was on the Lakers staff, they played Milwaukee. He contacted some people saying, "Hey, LeBron is about to be out before this even announced.
Mhm.
So bet on Milwaukee, bet on Milwaukee, bet on Milwaukee." So he was giving the information about the injury report before it got to the public. So Damon Jones would hit up people like, "Hey, bet big on Milwaukee." Milwaukee won by 15 points that particular game. A lot of people cashed in, and LeBron missed the next three. It was another time he gave out the injury report we set up people to put in those bets, which I wish one of those people were me. But anyway, uh, he was giving out information about the injury report before we even got to that point. So I think he also said bet on Milwaukee and break me off something or something like that. He said whatever. So he was giving out information personally behind the scenes and having these bettors do it. But when the mob's involved, it's more than just whatever you bet. I bet.
Yeah. What you think, Ashley? Because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Definitely go in. What you think?
Okay, so at the end of the day, it's the way I look at it is the rich are wanting to get richer, and that's their easy way to do it, right? Creating the betting apps, the rich are getting richer, and then also these NBA players, these athletes, what it is they're getting all this money, and then once you start getting that money, you start to build a lavish lifestyle. You start to get these kids, you start to have kids, right? So that all adds up. You have the kids with, there's some out here that have multiple baby mamas and multiple kids, so now you have child support, and child support is not no $700 a month.
Mhm.
Their child support is, thousands of dollars because they make that money, which I I play 50-50 on that. Like, do you really need $17,000 a month for child support? Like, that's crazy. Let's be honest, right? Um, so it's their lavish lifestyle. Look at all the cars that they have. I'm not saying it's your money, do you? But at the same time, so now that your money is running low because you have this lavish lifestyle, now you want to get in behind the scenes of the betting.
Okay. Okay. Here's my thing with it. The NBA promotes FanDuel and all these other things. They promote it. When the NBA is playing, all these sports, not even just the NBA, all these sports outlets, Major League Baseball, football, they advertise FanDuel and all that stuff, but they don't want they players to participate in it. That's like double standard type of thing. You know what I'm saying? How'd you promoting something for people to get involved in, but you not allow your own players to get involved in it?
For the simple fact that they can control the numbers like they're doing right now. Like if they can place a bet and jag a game. Like if you ever use FanDuel, if you're betting on let's say Kobe White, if Kobe White was involved in the thing, I could pick Kobe White could pick himself to score over 20 points and fucking throw up some three balls and bet $100 to get a profit of like $3,000 or $5,000 or something like that. When you can control the outcome, that's why they don't allow their players to do it. But however, they promote it on the commercials because a lot of people gambling. Gambling is huge in the world anyway. Besides, before FanDuel and DraftKings, gambling was a big thing. Now, with this, you get people more avid to gamble. Just think about it. Casinos. Casinos is located more in your like middle class and poor communities because people like to gamble. People play lottery. It just gives you another source of hope to win something because some people get their luck going like myself. I was living a lavish life off of
Yeah.
FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting honestly no. So every other day I was winning like 800 a night, and that was off of like a $5 bet. I don't bet big. I bet small. So I was a weekly. I didn't report this, so let me be quiet.
Right. That's what, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
This is my AI talking. It's not me.
Had FBI coming to your crib.
They already gonna be on my door for all the other stuff I talk about. They just like, okay, this little colored boy,
No,
this
I just want. I just want to bring it up because, like I said, it's the hot thing that's talking about because more names are going to be dropped. I'm pretty sure they're not the only 2 or 3 people that's doing it. Because I heard Kevin Garnett name came up allegedly. I can't say these people. You got to say allegedly now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think it's a lot of names about to start coming out. A lot, and it's bad though because as a fan, we pay the money, we pay our money to see our team play, but your team, these players that's on the team that you like is doing that. What's like, what like you said? What's the integrity? You know what I'm saying? What's really going on?
that's basketball is so easy to manipulate than football. Football, you can dress to suck, but at least like for some Super Bowls, you have a team to win it that you don't expect. Like nobody predicted the Eagles to beat the hell out of the Chiefs last year in the Super Bowl. Basketball, I mean, football is kind of hard to manipulate. Basketball, the sport is man entertaining, but I hate the way they done to the sport with this mess going on.
Yeah,
So, what I always thought was interesting, and this was as a kid, watching the Super Bowl. We'd always have like huge Super Bowl parties. And I asked my dad one year, this was, I don't know, I was in middle school. I said, Dad, you have 2 teams playing, right? And then at the end, one team wins and they all have their championship, their Super Bowl hats, right? I said, so how does that really, like, how do they really know who's going to win?
they
I
make
mean,
2.
right. So he explained, he's like, they make 2. I'm like, but still, that's a huge profit. So think about it now, right? That's a huge profit that you're putting out there to make the championship shirts, the championship hats to be ready
Mm-hmm.
for both teams, and only one team's gonna win. So you just lost all
They
this
lose.
money.
They don't. Those shirts don't cost that much. So what they do is the team that win, they're gonna price up those shirts. They're gonna make that money back. They not, it's not a
Oh,
lot.
for sure.
They're gonna price it up and make that money back. Like, I mean, I don't want to get that deep into things, but you know who run these companies, so they're gonna make their money out of people anyway. Because like if Eagles and the Chiefs, they made championships for both. The Eagles fans are just new. They're gonna buy the hell out of those shirts, hats, and everything, and they're gonna go up in the price. Think about how much it costs for a T-shirt. We got T-shirts made before. So think
Mm-hmm.
about those T-shirts that we get made that cost not that much, and then you find these same shirts in the store for $40.
Right.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. Well, let's go. We go to the next one. Actually, I just wanted to hit those topics or whatever. Just discuss those topics that's actually hot
Hey,
that's going on in social media.
you hit those topics hard though. Pause.
That's another topic. Saying Paul. That's another topic. But let's go to the. What's up, Isaiah? I see Isaiah in the building. We got a few people out here that's joining us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all joining us. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. Let's go, Ashley. What you got next?
All right. So this question is for the single people, and I guess you married folks can chime in on this too. But is it really hard to find a partner, or are you just giving off the wrong message?
Huh. So we got to go like special guest.
Oh yeah, get out there.
Oh, you guys are killing me. All right. So I don't think it's hard, but I feel like for me, right, I was married previously. And I feel like you deal with so much crap that now that I am single, it's like that person has to be worth my time and energy.
Mhm.
So I don't allow like the bullshit, and that negativity in my space anymore. Certain things that I once was okay with at a younger stage, I won't put up with it. So it's not that I'm being picky or it's hard to find someone right now. I don't want to deal with it. I'm good where I'm at. I'm focused on myself, my career, my kids. If it happens, it happens. That's how I look at it.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Um, I can say I'm a little picky, but I'm picky in a good way. So, like you said, I'm not going to put up with the bullshit. I'm too old for that. Let your yeses be yes and your no's be no's at the end of the day. And where I catch people up is like if we're communicating, the communication's great. We go on a couple of dates and then all of a sudden the communication goes downhill. I'm not going to call you out on it. I'm going to pay attention. But the minute you call me out on it, I'm going to be like, okay, so you're the one pointing the finger. So what actions are you doing on your end? Because you're pointing the finger at me. I haven't called you out on your bullshit for your lack of communication. So usually it's one that's doing the pointing is the one that's doing the action.
I
You
agree.
know, but that's my biggest thing that just pisses me
They
off. And
play
it's like,
victim. It's like, hold on, you don't see what you're doing to get that
man,
reaction out of me.
right. And then when you call them out on it, they're like, no, it's not. It's not that. It's like, okay, then what do you really want? And then their response is, well, it's not about what I want. It's about what I don't want. And it's like, okay, run that back. What don't you want? Um, so it's I'm not. I guess I'm a little picky. I'm just a
Well, picky. What
smidge
you mean
picky.
picky? What you mean picky? Why are you picky?
I'm a picky. My dad set the expectations high for me. So again, it all comes down to communication. It all comes down to let your yeses be yes and your no's be no's. Show up.
That's
Be
that's a
be.
political answer. Let's get down nitty gritty. Show up. Let's get down to nitty gritty. What are you saying? Come on, spit it out. You don't come out of the podcast. Let your nose be nose, your yes be yes. What we saying here? What we saying? Spit it out.
If we are, if we make plans to do something, you fall back like last minute, and it's a consistent cycle of you canceling. You're not committed to making any plans, and then that shows me that you're scared of commitment, right there,
Let's
because you
just show
can't.
them for bullshit. That's what it is. Let's be real. If you
It
interest
is.
somebody, especially a guy that's interested in a woman is less likely to call out plans because when you got conversation, you got a vibe going with a woman, and you're truly single. A guy is not if he think he has that one, he's not gonna be calling off like, oh man, let's do this another time. He's gonna be ready because he's trying to impress, right? A guy that's interested is trying to impress. If a guy last minute just constantly calls things out like, nah, I can't do it. It don't matter if it's a relationship or business or what it is. It means that he is not serious. And I think that a lot of people these days put up with men who got a lot of things going on, and they just cancel all the time, and then they smooth talking like, man, baby, I got this going on. It's all lies. A man that calls off stuff don't want to invest the time in you. So to get somebody who invests in time that make plans and to do things is actually a good thing to pay attention to. Whereas a dude that's interested in you, but he don't want to make plans, he's not trying to find something special. He's like, well, what you want to do? And red flag, because if you're trying to get the attention of a woman, you trying to show her what you're about. Make plans, do a picnic or do whatever the hell it is. Bring roses and flowers like the old days, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I think men are losing being more of the one that's taking over and making the woman feel special. They kind of leave it up to the woman, like where you want to go. Like make the plans. Like this is what we doing this weekend. You free? Woman responds, yes. I got some special plan. Where this, have this, do that, do that. Just lay the platter out and everything. That's what men are not doing, and women are accepting that excuses, and men have not to work more, and men actually not want to work more and just having sex too early. Like don't pollute it by giving up the goods too early. Like get to know somebody and never and make a man work, make him interested in you. If you're not interested, you move the hell on. If you're looking for a serious relationship,
Hmm.
a one night stand, I guess these days ain't hard to find. But if you're looking for something serious, man, just develop that mental connection. That's important.
I think majority of them. I mean, I think majority of men are just simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's they try to do more impressive. So they, I mean, let's say for instance myself or whatever. I'm simple. I don't do like a lot of stuff like that. So I'm trying to because it's easy to get into my world. You know what I'm saying? So I like to know what the next person what their world is, what they like to do because I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for a guy to just like you said, take control. It ain't hard, but if you do some stuff, like for instance, if you know you like to go to a basketball game, but you don't know if she want to go, who's really having fun?
No, you. That's why you communicate. That's why you have conversation with people and get to know them and understand their love language. Because once you understand some things, you can plan some things based on a conversation you have. For example, you can have a conversation with a woman and she might bring up, "Man, I really like this perfume or whatever." Without her even knowing, you might buy that perfume the next week later and bring it because you know she wanted it. It's all about having a conversation and being attentive and listening. And I think that's what guys are thinking less. Guys are looking at women like, damn, that ass, man, that ass nice, that ass nice, that ass is nice. But it's like, it's not even all about that though. That's why you try to talk to and see if you have a mental connection before you go on. Because if ain't no connection, like you can't have conversation. What's the point?
Well, but you know what? And that's why I wanted this topic because I see females online saying that there's no guys out there, there's no guys out there, da da da. But then they're dressed a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So you're attracting the wrong guys, you know what I'm saying? So it's more like damn, like then when they found then the next week they found somebody, but they still doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So when do you tone it down? When do you continue to do what you do, or do you tone
Oh,
it down once you find somebody?
I could chime in here. Yeah,
Wait.
because if you don't like me for me, why should I have to dilute myself to please you? Because then I'm going to be unhappy. I'm going to, out of spite, once we are together, I'm going to feel some type of way. And
Mhm.
it's not going to be authentic because you kind of like molded me into what you wanted, and I'm not going to be happy. So I'm not with that. It's like, this is who I am. Either you're rocking with it, and there's ways of being respectful in a relationship. I'm not going to
Mhm.
be out there all crazy. But it's like I shouldn't have to water down myself to please you. And that's just how I've seen men now in the dating scene. It's like they're kind of like they've become the female, like they're very needy, very like
Mhm.
feminine, like hold on, court me properly, like make plans, show me that you want me. And
Yeah.
it's like that's not, it doesn't exist anymore. And I'm like, I'm kind of old school, so I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, I give up on this whole dating thing because they're just so needy right now, and I'm
Mhm.
not with it. I've been there, done that. It's like I'd
They
rather be alone than to deal with that.
They want
Hmm.
women, they want women to make the plans and chase though. But bro, what you said, like some women do dress a certain way, but some I told you I always like the sexy whatever. I tell you the first thing I met my wife that we went to buy leggings like the third week. I'm gonna call me a perv or call me what you want, but I want me in leggings. I like it. I like women that dress a little sexy, not like not like the thickest stone page. Not like that, but like a little sexy. Maybe show sexiness. There's nothing wrong with a little sexy, but that sexiness is for you. When you meet people, like she said, like women dress a certain way. It's what you want. You have standards, right? You not any standards. You have your what you like. So if there's certain things you don't like, don't go and try to change nobody on based off of what you like because, like I think she said, you like trying to mold them to what you want instead of just growing together.
Well, but that's why I said, are you? And that's why the topic was, um, are you
Are you
giving up the wrong
message?
message? You know what I'm saying? So the message, the message you give it is going to attract a certain person. You know what I'm saying? That, like for instance, even for a guy, if a guy just flashes money, flashes money, flashes money, flashes money, that person he's looking for is going to see that, and that's what they're going to be attracted to more so than him.
But that's what most guys talk to with the money. That's why you have conversations. Like even though this girl may be half dressed, but you talk like, and I'm gonna get spiritual a little bit, whatever. If she a woman of God and she carries herself a certain way, that's why you had a conversation to learn about somebody. You might be the woman who she might dress sexy, but the way you carry yourself, you could be a big influence on her because it's God, man, and woman. So if y'all get to that point, you could be a big influence for her where it won't bother. The biggest thing is not really what's on the outside judging. It's about that connection, just having a conversation and seeing what the person is about. Because we judge so much until you actually get to talk to a person, get to know them. You don't know a person is about looking at them and viewing them. Now you can have your perception. Everybody judges. Let's be for real. You might judge like, oh, look at her, but you just never know that person behind the picture you see until you have a conversation with them.
Hmm. You, let me ask you a question because I did this. I was talking about this on a couple of shows. So I work retail. I work for a phone company. I'm not going to say who, and I get this. I get this very often. You know, men come in and like, man, you're so sexy. You're so sexy, and I'm like, mm-mm. It gives me the ick. Like if a man comes up to you, a random dude that you've never, does that bother you? Does it bother you when a man comes up to you like you're so sexy? Like
Mm-hmm.
why?
Yeah, because
That bothers me when a man do that to me.
they won't get a like
It's so stupid.
because it's the way that they're approaching you. It's like, no, there's a way to approach me where it doesn't give off creepy, pervert, or just disrespectful. Like, how about hey, I think you're beautiful, or, I'd like to get to know you, or why does it have to be like, hey, shorty, hey, baby? Like,
Hmm.
why does it gotta be all that? You know what I mean? And it just gives me the ick because 9 times out of 10, that's how they approach me and then want me to be like, oh, hi, like, what's up? Like, sure, no, you're not
But
It's
gonna
see,
like I
what,
have a
what,
name.
date
what
out of me.
and that's what I said, and that's the whole thing. What I said is it giving out the message.
See,
That's
but
what I'm
the way I dress, the way I talk, the way I am, that's me. So it
saying.
shouldn't, I feel like that shouldn't throw anyone off because that's who I am. So,
Hmm.
like, just because I dress a certain way, just because I'm a certain way, I just don't feel like that should, I don't know.
And
Now,
at work, I
wait,
don't
okay.
wear.
Here's
Go
the
ahead.
thing. Okay, Jonathan. Let's just say, how would you approach either one of them? It'd be different, wouldn't it?
I have a conversation. No, I honestly, me now. Hey, how you doing? I start a conversation because I'm more interested. We can have a conversation. Like looks is looks. You can be attracted to somebody physically, but I'm gonna have a conversation because if you like sports, and we go to a basketball game, or you might be interested in some of the same things, or we just have conversation in general. That's real big than appearance or whatever. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all the story right quick. Give you an example. Well, I'm in Vegas doing a fantasy football draft about 2 years ago, right? I'm not gonna put my guy business out here. I don't give a shit. So he decided to order hookers. So I come to I come I'm in, so I'm not in the house. It's like we had this main house and I'm like in the pool house like the Fresh Prince. So the food we had the night before was in the main house. So I come to the main house like 8 in the morning, and it's me and a couple of guys getting wings. So I see this SUV back up. I'm like, who the hell is this? So me being the guy I am, I take a picture of the plates. These little two whores come in and walk to the back, whatever. And so one of them come back out and was like, which one of you guys want to have some fun? It's like, you better beat it. So we start talking politics and religion, and she's like sitting there randomly, and she hops in this religion talk. So she starts talking about God, and I'm looking at her like, you just came in here and just did that, and then you want to come and talk to us about God. So what she had on and the aura she gave off to have a conversation, it was both a turn off. So you looked at her, okay, whatever, but have a conversation. Now you just came here and did this, now you're trying to talk to us and you sound stupid. So to speak to one, I'm more interested in can we have a conversation? You don't come off as dumb and a prostitute.
Well, even though you didn't answer my question, but
I did. I said I'm not. How I come at them, I would have conversation with them and start a conversation. Maybe they might have on perfume that smell good. Maybe say something about the perfume. Lead that just something to start a conversation. That's the
See,
So, and I
yes,
get that. Go ahead.
sorry. So yesterday, this really happened yesterday. So I told my best friend, I said, some guy approached me and he's like, well, you're really out there and I want a peaceful life and you're really cool and all, but I want a peaceful life and you're just out there. First of all, sir, do you really know behind the scenes? Because just because I'm a content creator, a podcaster, and you guys see what I want you to see, right?
Mhm.
So it's like certain things we post as creators, and then there's behind the scenes where I'm really a mom and I'm running a whole empire and I'm working a 9 to 5 and I'm cooking and I'm cleaning and I'm washing. You don't see any of that because I'm not going to post every single thing I do online. So it's like he was judging me for what I post,
Mhm.
but does he really know me? Because you guys see what I want you to see. And that kind of rubbed me wrong. It's like, you don't even know my real name. You know
But
me
see,
by Yi because that is the creator that you are following. You
and,
don't
and,
Right.
know me in real life.
and
So
that's what
for
I
him
said.
to like say that, it was like, all right, you can't even handle me. So
That's
But,
what I'm
Fuck
saying.
that.
but that's
That's why
but
I
that's
said you get to know you. Like you have to talk to people, get to know you instead of just sitting and judge. That's what I
but
did.
that's the topic though. That's the topic. It's the message. It's the message we giving. You know what I'm saying? When I mean message, it ain't even the talking. It's just the visual and the talking. Like I said, the approach I was trying to get. My approach with Ashley would be different than Ye. It'd be different. I with Ashley, it'd be like, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You know, say like that. You know what I'm saying? On that, you'd be like, how you doing? Blah blah blah. It's more calm and relaxed. With Ashley, it's more like, what up? You know what I'm saying? It's more like it's
Is the
different.
vibe? Is the vibe setting
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so
So that's what I was saying. That's what I was just trying to get at. That's all I was trying to get at.
so I can respect that. But here's my thing is when I'm at work, right? So I've got my watch, right? I got the jewelry, I got the rings, my nails are done. Hair, whether it's back, curled, down, whatever, right? My glasses always match my shoes. If I'm wearing pink glasses, pink shoes. If I'm wearing gold glasses, gold shoes. I've got a whole sneaker collection, okay? So everything always matches. And I always get compliments, this, the rings, whatever, or it's, I mean, my perfume. Oh, you smell so good. But then it goes, at the end, like, damn, like, you're so sexy. Can I get your number? Like, no, absolutely not. You cannot get my number.
Because
You
you at
want,
work.
huh?
Because you at work.
Right. But this is
Right.
all while I'm at work.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm saying. I mean,
so work. They can't catch you outside of work. What's wrong with somebody trying to talk to you at
Because
work?
some of them, okay, so here's where me and you're going with a lot of these men that come in when they hit you with the like you're so sexy, all they want is a piece of ass. That is all that
and a
they're
discount.
wanting. You ain't gonna get a discount, but you know, but no,
Okay, I got
in
a
all
question
seriousness,
though.
yeah.
Like, in all honesty, because I don't put myself out there today. I'm not on like dating apps or nothing. So the guys that do approach me are online weirdos because they see, content or the pod or whatever. And it's like I don't think I've been approached by a man like for real in real life. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm.
it gives off weird because it's all like internet shit, and it's like, hold on, you guys are weird.
Yeah, 'cause all the pervs are on internet.
Yeah, it's way too much. And I'm like, why can't I have a man really approach me in real
Because
life though?
I got so this is the thing. Like, bro, I know you could test this. Back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, you didn't have all this technology. So you had people had to shoot their best shot. They see you in public. You had that one moment you saw. You never knew you was gonna see her again, but you had that one moment to connect. You got to shoot your best shot. Now people can try to get a background from you off the internet that may not be you. You don't know all about you. They make a
Right.
judgment and they be like, oh, I'm gonna just say this because they have got a lot of guys don't have game. They don't have no game because the internet has like everybody makes friends and which is nothing wrong, but they do all the communication through the internet. And when they get to person, it's like they don't say nothing, or everybody's judgmental or something like that. So social media has destroyed the dating network where most people think it has made it better with dating apps, but it destroyed it, especially with men. Because like you just said, men want to be courted. Like they'll meet you and tell, where you want to go. Like what? Just think about it. Some of the dates y'all been on and in the past, like how many guys actually like I think I asked y'all this question to think about before the show that y'all said married men can talk about Ashley. But honestly, how would you women want to be courted and how would the guy court you? Because you mentioned that. Like how? And I asked that question because of what we're talking about right now, where bro was saying to get off the wrong vibes. But how about how does you want to be courted? How should a guy court a woman? Like how does that start? Like do we even talk about that? Like how? How would y'all want to be courted?
Go ahead, E.
Well, for one, it's like if you offer to take me on a date, can I take you out for drinks or whatever? That's not a real date because that is keyword like you're just trying to smash. Let's be real. You want to get me intoxicated to see if you could hit later. That's where it's at. Why can't you take me out to lunch, to dinner? Let's go on a coffee date. Let's work our way to other,
Mhm.
other parts of the dating scene because it's like you just asking me, "Hey, can I go take you out for a drink?" I'm good. I will reject you 100% of the time if you ask me, can I go take you out for drinks? Because it's a no. It's a hell no.
So with that, so going back to Azalea had commented, "Are you sure that's all they want?" My answer is going to be Yes, because it's the way that they deliver, the way that they say what they're saying, right? And I'm not even gonna lie, I did go out, out twice with a customer because I was just like, okay, let's see where this goes, right? Let's just see. So we ended up meeting. We went out for drinks, and then all of a sudden they wanted more, and I was like, yep, nope, not gonna happen. Like, you really think you're gonna come to my place? Absolutely not. Like, you were laying it on thick. Like, you sounded so good, like too good to be true. I'm like, okay, let's see where this really goes.
And
And then
I
all of a
also
sudden they
I
want they
also
want
think it's kind of like where I'm at in life now, though, because back in the day, it's like, oh, sure, let's go out for drinks and, some wings or something, real simple, real casual. But now it's like I'm dating with a purpose. So I'm mindful of like what I want, what I won't
Mhm.
accept, how I should be courted properly. So it's just kind of like in the back of my mind, like, hold on, this
I got
isn't
a,
what I want.
I got a question for y'all. Do you think it's in before you being courted? Do you think it's important to have those phone conversations and lengthy conversation for days before you go out on that first date? Because some
Oh,
people like, hey, let's go on the date. Like, I don't think me personally, I don't think I got all the answers, but I think it starts with phone conversations and a nice relaxed vibe, and then going out on that date or that coffee date or whatever. I think you should start the most
people
simple.
don't talk no more. People don't talk on the phone no more. They text.
But
Yeah.
that's also, a text thing got to be the most turn off. Like you had to like my wife said she didn't FaceTime as much. I FaceTime, like, and I had an issue. Like, hey, if you don't call me in 2 days, I don't know what do you think this is, but but it's constant communication because when the man, like I told you, when the man wants to get to know you, he will contact you every day. He will set the standard. He will set the pace. If you talking to a guy and he contacts you one day, miss a day, miss another day, then contact you, there is no interest because what is your purpose? Like you say, you date with a purpose. So what the hell are you doing? You
Right.
can't hurt nobody by talking to
And
them.
that's happened. That's happened a lot where it's like, hold on, sir, are you married? Is there like a girlfriend involved? Like, hold on, because you're hitting me up at weird times in the morning while you're probably at work or something, but then I won't hear from you on the weekend, which we should all be off or something. And it's just giving married or like something's off, red flag. I'm like, I'm good.
Mhm.
Yep.
Look at Ashley. Did your phone customer say, come on with me.
Mhm.
Come on, no.
No, but the sugar daddy,
What
the wannabe, the
hey,
one.
Oh, you
Hold
a
on,
sugar
hold on.
daddy.
wait, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a
He's
living?
he's retired now, but he worked for the city. But here's the thing.
Oh, he ain't
It
got no
would always be, it would, listen. So it would always be, do you need anything? Because he was the one that, like, damn, you're so sexy. Thank you so much. Like, you're just so nice and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, I appreciate the compliments. Thank you. It's my job to be nice. It's my job to provide customer service, right? I'm not going to be an asshole unless you're treating me like an asshole. I'm just saying. So he's like, I do car detailing. I could detail your car, this, and that, right? He does that shit on the side. So he would call me because I give him my business card if he had any issues because he was getting a replacement phone. I'm like, if you have any issues, let me know. I'll try to help you out. But every day, do you have lunch? Do you need me to bring you lunch? Do you need me to bring you breakfast? Are you okay? Have you had breakfast? I like all those questions, right? But I did not need anything. So every time he asked, do you have gas in your car? I
Well,
appreciate
what's
you
wrong with
asking me.
that? Well, hold on.
Listen, can
I'm
you listen?
listening. I'm listening, goddammit, because you're telling me all the things
I'm
the man
not
should
complaining
do.
about that. I'm not complaining about that.
Okay,
But every time he asked me, I already had put gas in my car. And he said, if you need anything, let me know. But sitting in the back of my mind, because what you said before is like, damn, you're so sexy. And he had made a comment one time while we were on the phone. He said, it's not all about, sex or anything. He's like, but damn, he's like, you are just so sexy. I was like, see, that's where the turnoff is right there.
What a
okay.
turnoff was that?
Because here's the thing, because here the way that men operate, and y'all might not agree with me, but I'm sure he's gonna agree with me, is the minute he gives me something, whether it's gas, whether it's lunch, he wants something in return. He wants a piece of ass in return.
He was
I
consistent
agree.
with it though.
I agree with Ashley on that one.
He was
He's
consistent.
not he's not doing all of that just to be nice.
What are you supposed to do then?
But
Yeah,
hold
not
on.
not not
And
doing
then there's
like,
times
like
where
But
he's
he
it's
supposed
works,
with
to.
it's
huh?
with an expectation. And I'm not naive. I know that it's gonna lead up to something eventually if we're really vibing. I understand that we're
Mhm.
adults. But there's always like, if I'm gonna give you this, I'm expecting something in return, and 9 times out of 10 it's ass.
No, see, I
With
think
him, with
I think,
him.
I think sometimes you ladies read guys wrong.
No,
Okay,
because no.
are we reading them wrong, or is this what every one of them has shown so far? Because no one has shown me any different. So maybe that might be valid for you guys, but in my personal experience, that's what they want.
But like you just said, like you said earlier, in the space I am now, I mean, I'm married or whatever, but in the space that I am now mentally, that's the type of approach I'm going to give and make sure that you're good. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't do that, you'll think he ain't offer this, he ain't offer that. Then it's going to be a problem regardless.
So no, hold on. I liked the consistency. It was what he was doing it. What's the word? He was doing it because he was expecting something in return.
How you know?
He wasn't doing it out of the abundance of the heart.
How you know?
He wasn't doing it to be nice.
You
He
touch
was doing it because he knew if he gave me that, he's gonna want something in return.
Wait, wait, Jonathan, before you go, okay, you talked to him more than one time, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you got that vibe, what kept you talking to him?
Because I wanted to see how consistent he would be. Now, listen. He said, when is your day off? I want to take you out. Every time I had a day off, we can never meet up. I think it was like it was 2 months ago. He reaches out. He's like, hey, he's like, you said you were off on Wednesday. Are you still off? I said, yeah. I said, he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm about to go to the mall because I need to go look for something. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, he initiated like wanting to come over to my place. I said, absolutely not. We're not going to my place. If you want to see me, you can meet me at the mall. You can meet me out in public. I do not bring people to my place. There's only a handful of people I have brought back to my place, right? That have been like literally not even five. That's a lot for me to even say that, right? So I don't let anybody come to my place like that.
I,
So I said, if you want to see me, we can meet at the mall. And all of a sudden, oh well, I got to do this and I got to do that, and okay, so go handle your business. Let me know when you're done. Never hit me up after he hit me up later on. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm still dealing with X, Y, and Z. And I said, okay, cool. Haven't heard from him since that.
because you was playing hard to get, it get to a point that God just back off.
No, you bailed on me 3 fucking times when I was
What?
off. When I was off, he's like, oh, let me take you out to breakfast. Let me take you out to lunch. Okay, cool. Where do you want to go? And then all of a sudden, something came up. Oh, he's got a building. He's got to work at his building. Whatever. Or oh, this happened. You know my off days. You all of a sudden became busy on my off day. When you asked me, you wanted to go out. I said, okay, where do you want to go out? I'm not going to bring you to my place. That's automatic no. So 3 times you bailed out on me.
How many times you bailed out on him though?
I never bailed out on him. I said, here are my days off.
The offers that he offered, the offer that he offered you is a bailout. You know what I'm saying? Even though you say you didn't need it, like no, I'm good. But then, I mean, but to his own, like I said, because I don't know,
But if I
what
have
the
gas in my
conversation was
car,
like.
how am I supposed to say, yeah, I need gas?
But
I
what
have a
about
full
lunch
tank.
though?
I'm with her on that though, because I'm pretty much independent and I appreciate the gesture, but it's not needed. Like if we're really vibing, like keep your own money. Like I could put gas in my own car. Like if we really want to, see each other or go out for coffee or go out for lunch, then let's actually do that. But then I see what she's saying. It's like, it's always like, hey, can we meet up? And then it's like, oh, let me go by your house. And that's the little trying to get in there,
Okay, so
It's
let me tell you something. I'm talking about courting. So, a man that is interested in you is going to see. First of all, a woman don't pump on gas. So as many times a man can do it, he pump on gas. A man will offer. A man that's interested in you, he will offer, and he will. And some men don't offer with some expectations. Some men offer because that's how it's supposed to be. So the thing is, some men are very upfront. Like myself, if you're interested in a person and you like somebody, you're gonna be yourself in the beginning. And this is what you get from the beginning to the end. If you like being catered to, don't let. I know some women are independent, but don't let being independent miss you out your blessings. Now, some men are full of BS, and they do have intentions, and they will expect something, and you can tell up front. But there are some men that is actually out here looking for something, and they will make sure you're good. If you can talk to a man where you have consistent conversation with him, where he's not talking to you like doing business hours because he's probably married. If he's consistent throughout the day, you're talking to him. If he's like listening to you to some of the things you like and offering or just buying something, like I told you the example, a perfume you're talking about. If he just shows up with it with like roses and it's just consistency. You talk to him all the time. You got access to him. I told this on a previous podcast, if y'all remember. Test the grounds. Have a phone call at midnight. I know some people saying they sleep, but see if he will answer. You have to do these tests. You can't be dumbfounded and let some man tell you that, oh, I got to get up early in the morning and sleep, because a man that really likes you is going to answer your call at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. It just is. You're going to have access to him more than often instead of just having access to him 8 to 5 and on the commute home and stuff like that.
Well, the one you talking about, like the person you're talking to about Ashley, let's say for instance, because I know once I got divorced or whatever, my mindset was totally different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do this time. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff I didn't do in the last relationship, I'm gonna make it my business to do it better on the next one. So the stuff that he probably was doing was something he didn't do in the previous, you know what I'm saying, that he got criticized for doing. So now he's trying to bring it to the front. Not saying that he is, I'm just saying sometimes it happens like that, because I was that guy that didn't do a lot in the first marriage. But then once I figure out why I messed up after the divorce, I'm like, damn, I could have been doing that. I could have been doing that. So then you go into the next relationship like that. But then it's like I'm coming on too strong for somebody who's not at that point yet. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So
and I hear you, and that's you realizing where you messed up and where you want to grow. But again, it's all about communication, right? So with this gentleman, let me first disclose. I think he was like 60, first and foremost. So that's why I said sugar daddy, because he's 60. So
Wow.
then,
Discrimination.
say what?
Discrimination. All right,
No. So anyhow, so there's been times where we're having conversations and all of a sudden he's like, all right, well, I gotta go, da da da, and then would hang up. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket because I'm gonna ask you about it, right? So he had called like 2 days later and I was like, hey, I'm like, why'd you rush out the phone? Like, just curious. And he's like, well, you know how I told you I have a daughter and this, and that, and she's 11 and blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, the baby mama lives with him still. Like, they live there. They're not together, but they're living together. And I said, okay, get your life together because I don't have time for this.
That's why you called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna read this comment. Somebody, I had this comment. Somebody said, "Why not let him do it and give him nothing in return and see if he just keeps it up?" That's why I said a guy that's interested in you, allow him, if he wants to start off and does these nice things, just look at it and see if it's consistent, and he's not looking for nothing in return. But if he's looking for something in return, like I think when y'all said this, like, "Hey, come on, let me come upstairs." Nah, 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 nah. Nah, let me come upstairs. We're not doing that. So you
but
kind
that's
of
what I said. That's what I said. If and that's what the whole topic is. If we're giving out the wrong, if the message is getting, we're giving out the wrong messages. Because if he start doing that stuff, you got to be consistent. You can't start something and then stop it. Because then it's like we used to do this. We don't do it no more. You got to be consistent with what you're doing. I mean, when you get involved with somebody, you can't fall off. I mean, I noticed that after I, got my first divorce or whatever, so I wasn't consistent what I was in the beginning. I wasn't doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you get comfortable. So you're not doing the same thing that got y'all together. You kind of like, okay, I ain't got to do that no more. You get relaxed, you know what I'm saying?
So, and he had stated, he's like, I can tell you're different because all these women, want money. And I said, I'm very different. I said, I'm very independent. I said, you cannot just turn me off. Like, my independency is up here because I have been single for so long. I do everything myself. I cook for myself. I meal prep for myself. I pay my bills. I said, rarely am I going to ask for help. He's like, well, if you ever need anything, reach out. I should call this motherfucker and tell him I need my rim replaced because the city fucked my shit up. My rim is dented. I should call him and see if he'll, get it replaced. Reimburse me for that.
on your drive, probably.
No, they're doing construction, Jay. And
Oh,
so they lifted.
Here's the thing.
So
If you, women's, I mean, this in general, if you're independent like that, what do you need a man for anyway?
For one thing.
companionship.
But I'm saying,
I mean, I'm being real.
right, and that's what I want to hear.
You find the one, it's a partnership regardless. But if I'm being honest, if I want a man, it's for one thing because I could pay my damn bills by my damn self.
That's all I want to hear. That's
So
what
no,
I
like
said.
at the end of the day, so I want to be able to go out and have fun, right? I want to go to sporting events. I don't want to go to sporting events by myself. I don't want to go to sporting events with, somebody who doesn't know shit about sports, right? I want to go to concerts with other people. I can go by myself. I can go out to eat by myself, right? Rarely do I
You
go
look
out to
weird,
eat
but
because I'm
That's
okay.
not,
so
that's not
huh?
fun. You look weird. That's not fun. It's good to have. I'm gonna tell you this though. I know that women say they're independent, doing X, Y, and Z. But let me tell you something. When you have a guy that's down for you and take the weight off of you and do it like genuinely with it, it's really dope. And vice versa. When a guy has a woman that's genuinely being there for him and cooking and catering to him, that's dope. It takes a lot of weight off you. So being an independent woman or a man, like I don't know, woman for one thing, that's BS because when you got a person that's down for you and you're growing together, you take away things that the other person don't have to do, and your weight it becomes like light. You become best friends. Like you go out to a game, just chill and have popcorn or whatever, and you go by yourself. That's cool, but that's I ain't gonna lie, I've done it before. That shit's like okay, I'm doing this. I guess I'm gonna take myself out to dinner afterwards. But you got somebody you grow with, like y'all say, y'all women say right now, you pay your own bills. Imagine having a guy to come in genuinely, not even just wanting that from you, because when you develop that mental connection and a guy
See,
just
that's
genuinely
the
doing
thing,
it,
Jay. I'm not saying I'm not cool with having my person. I haven't found that person. I've been there, done that, didn't work out. I'm not dealing with bullshit until I find that person. You know what I mean? There's certain things I'm just not going to tolerate anymore. I think you get to a certain point, especially like said earlier, like he learned a lot of things what
Previous.
he wouldn't do in the next relationship.
Mhm.
And for me, I will not put up with certain things moving forward now. Not saying
Yeah.
I'm closed off to love or anything like that. I want to find my person. I'm not putting up with certain bullshit and I'm not going to just cater to just anyone because I don't believe that just everyone deserves that time, that energy. But when the right person comes, I'm totally open to love. I just haven't gotten to that point right now.
I would,
I think also too, man. I mean, because I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that gives like these other guys. I give my woman the bag, blah 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 blah. I
no.
do enough around the crib. I do things around the crib. So whatever money she makes, she could do what she want to do. That's giving her the bag to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to per se give her here's $500. Go do blah 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 blah. Nah, I mean I can do it, but her having her own money, she could do what she wants to do. So I mean, you ain't gotta be there flat. And that's what I said, giving the wrong message. If I'll give you $500 or $300, you're gonna be expecting that. And if
Yeah.
I don't give you that, eventually you go like, you used to give me $500. Now you give me like $100. What the hell that gonna do?
Now the focus, like you said, is all on money because it's all monetary now. It ain't all about like washing dishes before she go to bed so she have to do nothing or cooking for her so she get the night off, which is like more better than just money, just as long as you're growing together. But I'm gonna read what Azalea said real quick. She says she want a man that pump gas, open doors, clean, cook, pay for a lot of things, etc. So I give an example. I don't like when a woman touch the door. So my wife touched the door to open the door to come in. I get pissed. Hey, you open up your own damn doors from now on. Like that's just how type man I like. I've got to a habit like open doors and not just to look good in the beginning, but to be consistent throughout. I don't like open the door. Like I might lapse and forget every blue moon, but that's important. But that's how you know when women you going out with a man seeing how he courts you, is he open up your door. If you got to open up your damn own doors, then just cut out. Like seriously, just X out. Like if a man is not holding the door for you, come to open up your door. Like I just don't get it. I just think that that's a red flag to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like I say, I mean, you learn every day. So I mean, everybody's not gonna be on top of things every day. But if you're consistent with it, majority of the time, you get a pass on some of the times. You know what I'm saying? So because people are not gonna be perfect, because nobody's perfect when it comes down to this relationship stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I
But
mean,
again, it's about communication, comprehension, and reciprocation, right? So, like, here's the thing: is if you see the person doing and doing and doing and doing, because there's women out there that take, that the men give, and all they do is take, and they don't pour back into their man, and then the men get frustrated. They're like, "Damn, all these women, all they want is money."
And they go to
But
club.
but again, this is and this goes back to what you said. You showcase that. This is what this dude was showcasing was money. Do you? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you can take time, to have more than just a phone conversation with me and actually meet me in person, maybe I'll ask for things, right?
You gotta be
Maybe I'll say
traditional. Why they can't come to your house and pick you up like the old school people do?
no.
But let me tell you
Because
something. Let me tell you.
I need
Hold
to
on,
be
hold
able
on.
to trust you
You
first.
didn't take the time to get to know him. That's the problem. You went on that first date after the first day. The
I didn't go
thing
on the
is,
first
back in
date
the
with him.
day, the women was courted. They came to pick them up, open the door for them, and brought them back home at a respectable time. So you trying to let me meet you somewhere. That's the independency in you, and not allowing the man to be a man to court you the right way. You take your time, you talk to a man and see where he's at and see if he's really interested. Have that conversation, like I just said. If you develop a conversation pattern, see if you like you can talk to him out the day. Like you said earlier, the guy wanted to talk to you between the business hours or whatever. If you develop some chemistry, talk to that motherfucker. Like call him late at night. When you go out on the first date, you will feel comfortable by letting them to get there. Don't go on the date. These days, you can't go out on the date unless you're comfortable, but you should do it the old school way. Develop, be friends, be cool. Like if a man is really interested in you, he's gonna pursue you the right way, and you will know. If a man is telling you, "Oh, you sexy as hell," blah 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 blah, it's a turn off. Just cut it off. You don't want to come into your house because he's gonna try to make his way upstairs unless that's what you want.
No, that's not what I want. So that's why I said. That's why I said what I said. It's like it's a turn off to me, and it's I cut it off immediately. Like, no, you're not gonna get my time. You're not gonna waste my time. I'm not even gonna give you the time of day because there's a way to approach a woman and catcalling me like that. Like I don't even. It's a turn off. I'm sorry.
He can't come pick you up, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with a man to pick you up because me personally,
That
I
doesn't bother me. I have to know you like I have to know you more than a day, right? Or more than a week. I have to know you because at the same time I need to know that you're not on some stalker shit.
but you gotta set the thing is you can't set a time. You just feel you go with the vibe. You talk, you have conversations, you may laugh and whatever. And that vibe coming, like I told you, you know if a person you can find out within that, let's say a week, right? Within those 7 days, if a man's interested, you got consistent communication, you can find out if he's married. And you gotta pay attention to the BS.
I'm
Like
already a
yeah, you
FBI. I
got
know.
to him 8 to 4. You got access to him, but then at 7 p.m., no, ain't no communication. Call his ass at 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, or whatever. Like get that going, get it established. Then when you go on that first date, y'all already been laughing about something, or you might like the show Barton, or you might have some in common that you like. Y'all already laughing. It's like, hey, what's up? You give each other a hug. It's different than when you meet somebody and you go on the date the next day. It's kind of like, I don't know if she like this, but if you talk, you're getting to know somebody. You're getting to know their love language along the way, but having communication, that's important. So let them come pick you up, Ashley.
No.
The right guy. So you never let
The
him.
right guy. The right guy, yes. The right guy,
What is
absolutely.
the right guy? So if you can let, I ain't talking about him per se. I'm talking about if you meet a guy, there's nothing wrong with him coming to pick you up, but it's got to be under certain circumstances, and they don't just tell them no. Don't be like hardcore. Like nah, no man is coming to pick me up because a
I
real man.
wonder if
No, it
I
does
take
have to be
you
the right
home.
person. It has to be the right circumstances. So you're right.
I wonder if I take you home. Will you be in love with me? Because I need it tonight.
Oh man.
No. I think before we go, we got one more. Y'all good for one more? Or we good?
Oh,
Go
What you
ahead.
got? Go ahead.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Was it the fourth one that you had on your thing?
It's the
Hold on. Hold on. I'm pulling my notes up here real quick. Should you stick with your beliefs? That one?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh Lord. We're gonna be here another 2 hours.
um,
Should you
that's an indirect shot at
okay,
me.
Jay started.
I mean, we could use it for another. I mean, we could use it for
No,
another.
no, no.
Another.
We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Should you stick with your beliefs even if it sacrifices your religion or relationship? Go ahead. Set it off so we can haha see what it is.
No, and you know what? And the reason I brought this up, this topic up, put it in the chat, was because you got a rapper named Ghostface, and he has a son that's a trans, and Ghostface, I guess, haven't talked to his son, or what, haven't talked to Shim in I don't know how long. It's been a while or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he made. I'm trying to. I don't know what. I don't know what to call.
Wow.
So
Oh, shit.
so
How to talk to a child.
he haven't talked to him for a while. So his son made a diss song about him or whatever. Because I think Ghostface is not liking his lifestyle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So should Ghostface say, okay, that's my son. Let me just go ahead and bite the bullet, or should he stick with his belief if he don't believe in that? And just because Ghostface didn't accept it, but you got Magic Johnson accept it, D Wade accept it. You know what I'm saying? So if they didn't accept it before, but now they accept it now, what about the time that you criticize other people from doing it when they was doing it? So
I
should you
think
stick with your belief?
I think Magic and D Wade is doing it because they like part of the agenda anyway. That is my belief. But I think what you believe in, you can't. So that's your child, and you know, and whatnot. But I don't think your beliefs, your beliefs. It's a hard way to. It's a hard thing to do, but I'm gonna stick to my beliefs. I'm not gonna like disown them, but I'm not like he making a dish record about his pops. It's like, all right, you little. Let me. Let me stop saying that. I'm like, all right, like, okay, I'm gonna stick to my. In that case, I'm gonna stick to my beliefs now because some of these dudes out here are too damn sassy, and they're just like super, super, super flaming. It is just ridiculous. They just out here reckless. Like, I want to bring. I know somebody that has a relative that called like they close and he wants to be cool, but constantly calling like cussing out. They just out of control, and I think that the society make them like a top priority. Let me tell you so. We always talk about race, but let me ask you a question. People with that lifestyle, would you call it a choice or is it a culture? Is it a culture?
With that lifestyle?
Yeah, the people, the gay. Is gay a culture? Being gay a culture?
No, it's a lifestyle.
What y'all think?
I think it's both. I think it's
Why is it,
both
why is it a culture?
Well said.
because they got their own community. It's a community.
It's
I
like
mean,
the GDs got their own community growing up. The folk down, you know what I'm saying? The Vice
yeah.
Lords got their own community, but it's not a culture.
How come it's not?
So let me ask you this then. So is being black a culture or being Puerto Rican is a culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
So
culture.
why do they are equivalent and they have a culture compared to blacks, Puerto Ricans, Mexican, whites? Why are they considered a culture?
What is a culture?
But come on, like, you know what a culture is. Let's be for
No,
real.
I mean,
Culture is history. So like right now, right? Black, we got Black History Month. You got culture. You got Garrett Morgan, Vin the Gas Mask, all this stuff we do. You know, you got the Puerto Rican parade that comes out. You got Mexican Independence Day. Those are culture. So you want to tell me that, and correct me if I'm wrong. You want to tell me that I chose to kiss and do sexual relations with another man? That's culture. And a woman choose that. That's a culture. What that have to do when you compare it to Black culture in Puerto Rico? Like you have like
could you really answer that? Could you really answer that?
no, I'm gonna tell you why. You can go to a museum, right? You can see Black culture, right? The Saba Museum. Puerto Rico, you have some cities that got architects like nice stuff. That's culture, right? Mexican, you know, you go to Spain, Italy, they got nice stuff. That's culture. Why do you consider them having a culture instead of just a lifestyle? To me, the thing is, I think that the media push that culture stuff. You got the north side things and whatever goes on up north, whatever. But the media pushed them having a culture and gave them rights. But why do they have rights? So a culture is more like your ethnic background, where you're from, and everything. That's a lifestyle they just chose. You didn't choose. We were born black, born Puerto Rican, born white, Polish, whatever you want to call it. You were born that. You have a culture. They made a lifestyle choice. After a while, now they just have a culture. Like they just and Obama's like, we're gonna get them married together. So like what
I,
what's the culture?
I don't get into they was born that way or that because I mean, do you really gotta be in that lifestyle to really understand that lifestyle?
No,
I
you
mean, I'm
don't
not.
understand it because God don't make mistakes. So you ain't born that way. You ain't 1 years old decided, oh, I'm gonna lick another click or I'm gonna suck another. You don't make that decision at 1 years old.
No,
You grow to like things. God don't make mistakes, so you can't say a person was born that way. I don't give a damn. I ain't that in that lifestyle. I don't like it. But I know
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. How do you know what's going on in their mind? How do you know?
your brain ain't developed at 5 months to know when you born that way. You ain't born that way. God don't make mistakes. I stand on that. You make a choice.
Okay, wait. Okay, so now we're about to get back to the whole religion thing.
No, we're not. It's not we get religion. The thing is, it ain't about religion. It's just facts. You are too young. Okay, when you're growing, you develop a like for sports or what you're exposed to, right? And sometimes people are not, and this is an issue we have in today's world.
Just because you play sport don't mean that you're not gay. Because you got a lot of.
This is what I'm saying. You
I'm
might
listening.
grow up, you might have been people been molested, whatever, and there's something that the world we don't even address molestation and sex trafficking and stuff like that. So a lot of things happen to these to people when they grow up and they move to these lifestyle. Or some men, when they grow up around a bunch of women, they might take on what the women like, whatever. It's kind of like what you're exposed to or what you allow yourself to be exposed to. I don't think when you're that young that you make these your brain's developing. So your brain is like a sponge when you're young. So you grow up and when you're exposed to things, you make decisions. I don't think you're born that way. It's impossible to be born that way. It's impossible.
But technically, there are people who are born with both body parts,
That's different.
male and female. And at that time, the parents have to make the decision, do you want a boy or do you want a girl? They don't know how that's going to affect them hormonally when they get older. So in those cases, that's where I have empathy for that, right? I can support you there, right? Your other lifestyle, the Bible says God created Adam and Eve, right? I could go down the whole Bible if I wanted to. God created man and woman, not man and man, not woman and woman. But the society has changed. The media has definitely poured into a lot of people's lifestyles. It's not a culture, it's a lifestyle. You choose to be gay. You choose to be a lesbian. You choose to be bisexual. You choose to be trans. You choose that. That is a lifestyle. You choose to pour $30,000, $50,000 into your body to become man, to go from man to woman. It is a lifestyle.
That's the transit. Yeah, that's that part, whatever. But I'm just not going to answer those questions when I'm not a part of that.
You don't have to be a part of it though. You don't have to be. You don't have to. If you decide to suck another, that's your choice.
See, but
It's not though. It's
here's
not.
the thing. No, you know what, bro? Here's the thing. You make everything sexual,
But
and
it's
it's not.
true.
But no, it's not. It ain't. You making everything
It's
sexual.
not
It is
sexual. It's facts. I'm just real blunt the way I present it.
nah, and
You're
that
talking about
part.
some, you don't have you got to be gay to understand. No, you don't. You just got to have common sense to understand that you're just not a
If it was
boy.
common sense, everybody. If it was common sense, would nobody be gay then?
No, it would. What are you talking about? How would it not be gay? No common sense. I'm
Because you
saying
said
you
it's common
understand. If
sense.
you had
You
common,
said it's common sense.
you understand. If you common sense leads you to. You don't have to be in that world to understand it. You don't have to be in that world. It's just you observe. Just like you observe people, you study people. You observe long enough, you study, you learn some things. You don't have to be that to understand that. So, for example, if you're from another culture, you go around a lot of black people, just to be around a lot of black people, you don't understand the black culture. You're going to understand everything ins and outs. If when you look at people, you understand
Are
it.
you really?
No, you
Are
don't.
you really?
It's a lot of people I know that's white, Hispanic, the group around black people, and you know how the people they term you act black. You could tell they grew up around a diversity of people. You could
Okay.
see people who haven't grew up around those diverse of people. It's a learning experience just by being around people and learning. That just
But
is like what it is.
I mean, just because they hang around it don't mean that they understand. They don't understand the culture.
How do you know they don't understand? Do
So
you
it's
have
like that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm same thing I'm just trying to tell you, bro.
But what I'm saying is that the gay people I know from being around to understand, observing, and seeing what happened and seeing society right now, how they push the gay agenda. Do you know that it was forced down the throats way back in the day? Because it's
Did you know
history. No pause, no diddy, not down my throat. But, but do you know that this was this was like forced down the? That's the thing. I'm not saying I'm being disrespectful. I'm just saying this is my first belief. I just think that respect your culture and that your ethnic background. It does not compare to the gays. Gays made those say lifestyle. Like you're just not born that way. You were born black. You were born white. You were born Puerto Rican. You were born Mexican, Asian. You were born that way. Those are facts. You were born. You got ancestors from these countries, whatever. That those are facts. This other stuff that we're talking about, like those are lifestyle choices, man. That's just my belief. I'm not saying y'all. I just strong on what I believe, but those are choices you make.
I didn't say you was right. You was right. I just said I can't answer that because I'm not in that culture. I think you just got to be in that culture and that environment to understand it more than you just talking about it. Have you did the study? Have you did the study on it other than what you seeing on TV?
I know enough, and I want to get
What do
spiritual.
you know?
I want to get spiritual. The problem is you have to go further down the rabbit hole and we got to do some things. But the thing is, we have different experiences on how what we believe in and how far we'll go. So, for spiritually, I don't think God make mistakes. That's just my thing. So
Okay.
I don't think that's just me.
I mean,
And there's a
you
reason
say,
that I think that.
but you said God don't make a mistake. I mean, so little babies getting killed and stuff like that. That's not a mistake.
But there's this thing called vaccines that people take too that I think
No,
that
no, no,
kill
no, no, no,
people.
no. Answer my question. I actually.
I'm telling you that little babies that die because adults we put stuff in our bodies that affect us that we're addicted to. So if you want to go technical, let's go there. I don't want to be on this show all day.
No,
If
no.
you
I'm
want
I'm asking. You said God don't make no mistake. So if a kid get killed by a gunshot, accidentally get killed with a gunshot, that wasn't a mistake. That wasn't a mistake.
that's
You said God don't make no mistakes.
there's a devil. There's a thing. So there's the devil that's here. And think about some of the decisions people make. You got people out here just psycho as hell and they worship the devil and do things. It's called a spiritual war. That's why you got all the homosexual stuff being forced. Listen to me. That's why you have all the homosexual stuff in TV you have in high schools. You have a lot of kids that want sex change at 11, 12, 13 years old. Like, how do you make these decisions? It's because what you see on TV. It's a spiritual war. And that's why going to read, when you get spiritual, you take the time to probably read the Bible, you learn all these things. But you laughing, but it's the truth. The problem is you won't set yourself to educate. You comment, but you won't allow yourself to be educated because these are things that I'm learning right now by reading the Bible. I didn't know these things last year. But the thing is, if you learn history, even history right now, you'll hear even black Israelites talking about the history of Germany, about the Holocaust, what really happened, how the Jews came into Germany and they forced all this homosexual stuff in there. And the first transgender surgery was by a Jewish man in Germany back then. So there's information the way it's released. You guys got to go find it. It's crazy how they force it down our throat. You see it today. Y'all see it with kids. Like, how are you that young and you make these choices? Like, it's just the world just different right.
It's just funny to me how we pick things. If you talk about something in history, well that was back then. Who said it? Who wrote that? But then when you find something that correspond with you thinking, with your belief, you're going to incorporate that and
That's
say
what you
they
think.
said it back in the day. And who started? Huh?
That's what you think. It don't correspond to my thinking. I'm still learning. But I'm gonna just tell you this: God don't make mistakes. So if people are offended by it, I don't give a
So
damn.
if a, so
I
so
don't give
if,
a damn.
if an
Like,
innocent, I'm saying, so if an innocent guy try to protect his family but accidentally kill a little kid, that wasn't a mistake.
what are you talking about? How do you accidentally kill a
You
kid?
said you said God don't make no mistakes.
But you listen to what I'm saying. That's why you have to educate yourself, my brother. Because right now you're saying God don't make mistakes, like people are supposed to
I
die.
ain't said he made no
There's a
mistakes.
spiritual war out here in this world right now. So
All
you
right.
have, as people, you got to make decisions on how to survive this crazy ass world. If you read the people die, you're not gonna live a long time. But the thing is, we live in a world where it's full of evil, and you got to just surround yourself with the best energy you can.
I mean, your days is numbered anyway. Once you was born, your days is numbered. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, I ain't saying that God make mistake, but you can't sit up here and just say about the gays or whatever. God don't make no mistakes or whatever.
I'm not against. I'm against the gays. If the gays think I'm against them, then so be it. I'm just telling you what I believe. Uh, that's just what bottom line is. I'm just thinking in my belief because what I've taught myself, I don't think that mistakes are made. I think it's a choice you make because there's some people out here they heterosexual, then they like, and some girls be like, I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I'm gonna just date a chick. You made a choice. How are you born though? You make a choice. It's dudes the same thing. They try to do things and I'm gonna just mess this dude. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna get you in this. If you date a guy, you get to know him, and he likes women, right? But you found out he used to date guys, and now he want to date with the women. Are you still gonna date him, or that's gonna turn you off?
Okay, so I actually did an episode on this recently called Undercover, and absolutely would not date a man that has been with a man.
So
I just don't want to compete with a man. I just, that's my preference.
mhm.
Nothing against the gay community, nothing. But for me personally, I don't want to even imagine my man being rammed up and jammed up. That's just me.
Ashley, I'm not
I'm just saying.
gonna.
And for each his own, but I just don't want that for me. Or
Ashley,
for,
like you.
what I know of his history. I can't get on board with that.
Ashley, would you? Okay, all right, that's interesting. So these
But
guys,
see, that's what a girl. But now flip it. Would you date a girl who was dating a girl?
He would.
no, I wouldn't. Wait, I would.
Because like Ludacris says, what's your
Hey, okay,
fantasy?
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna be a hypocrite though. This is the way the world is made. This is why it's evil. Okay, if y'all watching a movie, right? When I ain't gonna lie, right now these guys on guys sex scenes is very irrelevant. I turn the TV, but when when, when it's women, it might sound like a hypocrite, but when it's women, I mean, it's like that's how they put it off. Because on TV, the women on women action, you always saw that, and this was forced in your head, right? So now lately, you see a lot of like just gay. Let me stop. That's men on men scenes. It's like what? Because you're not used to that. So let me take your question. You see two women on this is scene. Let's say you watch a Power with two women, whatever best round. You likely gonna not turn, right? You see two dudes going at it on Power. Are you turning your head? Are you turn
I
TV?
always turn
Yeah, my point exactly. Those are
because
choices.
I'm not into that. Because I'm not into that. I ain't gonna say that like, man, I like this episode right here. I ain't gonna be like, I like this episode right here. What you doing this? That's not my style.
Hey, so I don't know if y'all watch that show on Netflix, the something to do black or something like that. I think I can't remember. Y'all know the name of that? It's
Black, black,
something to do
Beauty and Black.
Beauty and Black or something like that. It's Tyler Perry thing.
Yeah, Beauty and
So
Black,
I was really liking that, right? I was
Black Beauty.
watching it. I had my wife.
Oh yes, with the two. Yeah,
Yeah, the two dudes. So they had to see. I never got past that season 1, episode 5. The shower. I'm like, dude, I am not. I turned it off. I have not turned it back on.
Oh.
What Zayla? Hey, I gotta read this comment. She said it's more attractive if it's a woman on woman.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then BB, that's one of my girls right there. BB said yes, he would. Like you would go with the female. If you saw a female on female, you would. But no, I mean, and you know what? And those shows like that, and it happens. You had Empire did that. You had Power did that. And once they showed that part of it, the ratings started to go down, and that's why it ended up getting like Empire ended up getting canceled or done. Power tried that with I guess with Mary J. Blige's son,
Yeah.
and the ratings started going down, and they had to eliminate that because he wasn't with no guys in the next season. You hear them talk about it, but you won't see them together, whatever. So society say they with it, but society really don't want to play with that part of it.
That's
It just, I mean, like I said, I'm not about to sit around and like, hey man, you saw that? They was kissing everything. That was cool, man. That ain't me.
Hey, so I know you saw an episode like Lala, right? Lala on air, she gets banged on every series she's on, like The Shy, Power. She's in like every sex scene, right? That's cool, right? Lala.
But she can't act. Go
She
ahead.
can't act, but you look forward to the scene. So, but my thing is, and you know what? I guess this is what society pushes because sex sells. The ratings be up, but you like you say, with there's two dudes, don't know
All
dudes
things be up.
to see that. You see,
Everything go
I
up.
forgot what I was about to say, but hey, somebody.
No, but I mean, like I said, I know we try to wind down, but I mean, like you said, it's a choice. But like I said, I mean, that's not my style or whatever. But to each his own with it. But I'm not about to sit up here and say talk about it because I don't know much about it. I don't know much about it. I see how they move sometimes, but I don't get into in a circle to see how they really move.
You gotta stay out of circle.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good over here.
I don't know, man. Somebody told me maybe you're just homophobic. I don't think I am, but I tell
Well,
you,
what's wrong with being homophobic if you are? What's wrong with it?
I mean, because I know we have family that's like that, so I respect it, but just don't. I don't like it thrown at me. Like I give you an example. I went to a Cubs game with some people I work with, right? And I'm thinking at the time we went, I don't know about the North Side, so we make this turn. They being funny, they know, but I don't know. So from a distance, I'm like, man, there's a lot of girls down here, man. What's up? So as I'm driving closer, I'm like, this fish net, what the hell? Fish, what are they doing? So I see the most thuggish black dudes in the world. You know, I mean, I got my shirt pulled up. Hey man, fam, swole as hell. What the fuck? So I get freaked out. I turn down a side street and then I run to a barbershop called Good Head. I'm like, oh no, what the hell is going on? It's like I'm stuck in this. I gotta
You
get
were
out.
in Boys Town.
Yeah, it was Boys Town. They was laughing, they tricked me because from a distance, I'm like, damn, like a whole bunch of girls. You see a bunch of people, but as I'm getting closer, because
Wait. Before we get off,
wait, hold on, what the fuck? Like, you make me cuss and shit. What are you about to say?
Pause, no
if you
duty.
see if you see a sign that says what?
You
It
know,
said what?
no, I tried to turn off on the side street, and I said, I
Yo,
ran to a barbershop, said Good Head.
okay. Did you go in there?
No.
He said they tricked him. I don't
No, I
know.
didn't go in there. No, that's so crazy.
He did.
I didn't go in that damn barbershop. You know, damn I ain't going
Because the thing is, if you going in there, there's only two things that's gonna happen in there.
I didn't go in the Blue Oyster. But yo, hey, stop asking me questions. Y'all
You brought it up.
that's the show.
Let's wrap it up, y'all.
Hey,
you
just she tell them about your show when they can catch it. Give them all your information.
Yeah, so you guys can find the Justy Show on all major platforms. And you guys can follow my TikTok at its_ye.
Okay, sorry I didn't put you on there like that first, but I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
What about the IG too? I don't want to get out of your face.
Yeah. My IG is justy_is_me.
Yeah, check out the shows, man. She come up with some topics and she be spitting that real ish. She be going direct, like going in. So
I
y'all
air that bitch out.
Love it.
check it out. If you want somebody to keep it real, she ain't crazy like me. She's just crazy. And like I'm crazy when I talk about other stuff. We don't get into all that stuff.
Isaiah said, "Good haircut is one." Yeah, right. Hey, go ahead. You got your final thoughts,
I got my $5. Go ahead.
Jerry.
So, hey, today we talked about the dating world, and I want to let women know that, like, when you come across a man, I don't have the best dating advice, but come across a man that's going to lead you the right way. Come across a man that's going to have interest in you and pursue you and cater to you and court you the right way. That's if you're looking for that. Like, find you a man that's, to me personally, let's have a relationship with God, because a relationship with God, he'll know everything he needs to do and have all the resources that you need to follow him and be submissive to him. So don't settle for no scrub. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, Yee, thank you for coming in. I know
Thank
you got
you
to come.
guys. I appreciate y'all.
You got to come again. But y'all check out her out on all major platforms. Y'all see the name listed right there. Just Yee. You got Ashley. You got my bro up in the house. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. The J-No Show. Peace out, y'all.